Hi folks, John Montgomery here, online at BensonFiat.com and BensonAlpha.com, and there's my contact information. Well, I've finished the smart car project, so I decided to make a quick walk around bonus video. I know I did a 3-part video on modifying the exhaust system. As you can see, it's now sporting a turbo badge, which is not really true, but you know, it looks good. I have added so many things, and I want to go down the list of what I've done to the car. This vehicle started out as a 2012 Smart Pure, and it became a meter-made car from brand new. It was only run about 28,000 miles, and when it was traded in on a new Fiat 500, I ended up buying it about 3 years ago and decided to modify it and have fun with it and just do different things. And so I kind of like smaller cars, so I decided to make it a project, even though I didn't know anything about it, but it's turned out exceptionally well. So let me show you on the outside what I've done to it. First of all, those alloy wheels. Those are the factory alloy wheels. They're 15 by 5 in the back and 15 by 4.5 in the front. They do take a staggered tire. Some people have run the rear wheels in the front as well, but I haven't done that. It has the fog lights, which I was able to get from a parts source. It has a brand new lower valence panel. That's brand new. That's an original Smart OEM part. And I've added a few little badges and stuff like that. That gray grill is from Autobahn, which is out in California. They have smart car parts and real good people to deal with. I also bought those lower panels. If you notice, it's got white lower panels. The original Pure did not have white lower panels. It had black ones. Same with the rear lower valence. That is brand new, and also got that from Autobahn. So it kind of makes it a little bit dressier, I think. But anyway, so that's something new that's been added. And of course, the Doug Thornly header that I showed you in the previous videos. The Solo Performance exhaust, the stainless steel exhaust, has been added on. The cold air intake has been added on, and also it does have a go pedal, which is another nice addition that you can add, and I thoroughly recommend it. Even though it doesn't give you tons of power, it gives you great throttle response off the line, and that's very important in today's traffic conditions. So anyway, let's go inside and I'll show you some of the modifications I did on the inside. I added the Smart OEM carpet set, which came from Autobahn. I found this is a paddle shifter steering wheel, and the original car had a single plain steering wheel here, like the 2-spoke. This is a 3-spoke. It's got the paddle shifters, and also it didn't have heated seats, but I have added that. And there's the panel that you can change out. There's the heated seats here for the left and the right, and also the fog light switch. So all you got to do is enable that by computer once you get that. One of the things to remember on smart cars is that the wiring harness is generally the same on all of them. So if you don't have that option, you can actually hook it up, get a relay, like let's say for the heated seats, and make it work. So again, I've added this little turbo, or not turbo, but tack right here, and that of course is supposed to go right here in the center, but as you can see, I made a little bit of a modification here, because when you get the Pure, this dash is slightly different, so you can't just mount it up there. So that's how I did it, and from the steering wheel, or sitting behind the wheel, I can still see the tack, especially the top end of it. So I've added that, and it still has roll-up windows like you would expect on a Pure, but it does have, of course, the heated seats, and they're in good condition. I was able to find a little bit nicer seat, although they're not leather, but those are also readily available from Autobahn if you wanted to upgrade your car. So also it's got the not only some new tires, but it's got some other nice upgrades in terms of, you know, getting some donor tail lights. That side was not really too good. It was leaking some water, so I was able to get that from LKQ. Some of my parts were sourced at LKQ. So anyway, it's really turned out to be a nice package. I haven't lowered the suspension or anything like that, but another thing I did was I upgraded the radio. That's an OEM radio, but as you can see, because when you adapt it to the Pure, you're gonna have to take the fascia piece here and cut it off and kind of glue it back in there in order to get that. When this car was bought, it didn't even have, just had a little AM FM radio that was cut into the blank, so they were buying the cheapest possible car. So that's been a nice upgrade because I do have a CD player now, and it's a little bit better system. So anyway, the car's still in good shape, and I'm having a little fun with it. So, well, let's go ahead and take it for a little bit of a drive. That's sort of why I'm out here, you know, in a little bit of remote area, so I can take it out and, you know, show you what it does and sounds like. All right, here we go, and I'll start it up. You can see the tacks come up, and that's lighted, by the way. The wiring harness is actually back in the dash, and all you got to do is find those wires. And so I cut off that little piece of pedestal there, so it's kind of interesting how I did that. But sitting behind the steering wheel, you can still see the tack. That's pretty cool. Well, the car's fully warmed up, so we're going to go ahead and put it into the plus-minus mode. And I would encourage anybody who thinks a smart car is really slow to go ahead and do the manual shift, or unless you have the paddle shifters on your car. This will allow you to wind the tack out a lot more, because the automatic transmission is programmed to shift at very low speeds. I think it shifts from first to second at about 15 miles an hour. So with the smart car and doing the plus minus, you can shift from first to second at about 25, shift into you know, second to third at about 50, and you know, the car really does well. Now with the Doug Thornly header and the limited time I've had to drive it, it's really responsive, especially up on the top end. It's a lot quicker, so I'm really enjoying the car. So let's go ahead and take a ride. Up to 70, and we still have one more gear left, so you know, it's been really good. I think the car has very good linear you know, drivetrain with the Doug Thornly header. So I'm gonna roll down through here and turn around. Make another quick run here. See, I shifted at about 30 miles an hour. Now 52. Still in fourth gear. I think the sound's really good. I don't think it's too obtrusive. If you wanted to put some sound insulation in the trunk, you could probably do that and hide it where nobody will see it. But I don't know if that's absolutely necessary. All right, we're going to go ahead and downshift 2 with the paddles. With the quick stick, I should say. Second gear. Handling's good. I've always felt like these cars handle pretty well. So I think this car will acquit itself very nicely in most every traffic condition. It's not a fast car, but if you shift the quick stick way, as I've demonstrated, that will really save a little embarrassment and give you the chance to keep up with traffic and actually be kind of aggressive. Why, they might even think you have a turbo. Well, it says so right there. I've got a turbo, right? I'm going to shift into 5th gear, and it quiets down a good bit. We're now in 5th gear, and really the car's pretty docile, so don't think you're driving like an open exhaust or anything like that. You're just getting everything you can get out of the engine. Of course, it is a 1 liter. It's got about 70 horsepower out of the box, and so I have no idea what kind of power this car's got right now, but I would say it's probably around 80 or 85, something like that. Nice increase in torque. But what I notice is that it doesn't run out of breath at the higher RPM. So you can run it up there to the red line, and you know, as long as you keep your oil changed and it's warmed up, should be fine. So right now I'm in 5th gear at about almost 60. I'll downshift 1. So with selective use of the gearing, you can definitely keep up with traffic and actually get out of your own way. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you've got my contact information, so you're watching the bonus video after a lot of work. It's taken almost 3 years to really get this car exactly the way I want it, and it's just a fun little car, and with the fuel prices as they are today, what's not to like? You know, 38 to 40 miles to the gallon, and just a whole lot of fun, and attracts a lot of attention. So I hope your smart car experience is good, and thanks for riding along with me today, and feel free to send me a comment, and you take care, and happy trails to you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.